Good morning to everyone. Welcome to this Autocount Cloud Payroll System demo by Miss Susan from eData System. Before I begin to demonstrate the features of the software, let me share with you on some info on this cloud system. The cloud system is developed by Autocount Braha in the year 2019, and the whole data sit inside the Azure Data Center in Singapore. It is a very secure web data center. It is on for all days throughout the year, and you can access the system at any time of the day. It functions similar to your online banking system. There is no backup by yourself as it is done automatically by the system. And why nowadays the trend is that a lot of corporate sectors are moving into the cloud system as can be accessed anytime and anywhere as long as you have the internet. You need not have to worry on software updates, reinstallation of software when your PCs go for formatting, need not worry on changes of the operating system in the machine. You can save the cost of maintaining a server machine in your organization. That saves a lot of maintenance fees. Well, this is so much for the time being, and I'm going to start the demo in a few seconds. As I go along the demo, do jot down your questions so that later I can try to answer your queries. And for now, just sit back and watch this demo video. Now, when you log into the Autocount Cloud Payroll system, this screen will appear. This is your first entry screen. And you need to key in every user will be given a login ID by your email account. So we just key in the email and then key in the password and you just click login. So for now, I'm going to log in. Okay. So once you log in, you will see that if you have multiple companies on this cloud system, all your company will show over here. And if you want to create a new company, also from this place. And once you created, then you will have to create a subscription portal as this software is being paid by subscription on a monthly basis. So normally you will contact your agent to help you to create a new company so that you will know you can just start it off easily as we help you to create the company out. Now let me log into eData Payroll Demo book, and this is the book. And once you log in, you will see that you'll be brought up to a dashboard, right? So in this dashboard, you can see that all the leaves application by the staff will be displayed here. Any approval will be also displayed here. And the next panel will be the employees head count, right? Then at the bottom here, you will see there's a to-do list, what you're supposed to do. And if you want to send any announcements to the employees, you can do it over this panel. And right down, you will see that how many records that you have run through your payroll. They only keep the last 5 run records displayed on the screen. And you can see that this is a headcount by branches, headcount by department, payment element for the month. This payment is for subscription payment. It will be displayed here. And this is the allowance, all right, over this side. So this is the pay element for your payroll. Sorry, this is a pay element for your payroll. All right, so let me walk through the features that is found in the system. And towards your left, you will see the panel. Okay, these are all the menu screen which is resided on the left-hand side panel. So let me go through the first one. We only have 4 panels. That is, we have a payroll, reports, human resource, and tools. Let me walk through this panel with you all. Now, in these tools, you'll find that there is a company profile. And this is where you record all your data, all your company's information, whereby you have all these tabs. Now, this looks similar to our old version to the old version of the Autocount desktop payroll, which some of our customers are using, it is exactly the same. So whereby each tab you key in the information. Now the next one is we have the general maintenance. In this general maintenance, also it looks similar to the old version, except they have added two new ones, which is the claim type and the leave type. Now in the claim type, this is where you add on to your new claim type, right? So let me just show you. This is a handphone, all right? So they just have one handphone. If you have a lot of claim type, then you can keep on adding in the screen. Next one, we have the leave type, similar to like the claim type. Then we have the branch. If you have branches, then you can maintain your branches here. Department, project, race, employee type, employee group. So you can group your employees into the various group and also the type, all right? So I just show you this roughly like this. This is the employee group. Now I only have one standard group. Then we have the calendar. So calendar, you can set your yearly calendar in this page here. And let me look through the 2020, which I've already set in. You can see that all the months are here. All right. So you also can click in for the, let's say for example, I got set in the May the 20th, let's say on Friday. It is a public holiday. You can put here is Labor Day. Labor Day, and it is a holiday. It is a full day, and then you can save it. So once you save it on the screen, and you find that it is recorded. So you can see that it is in green. It is recorded here. All right. This is for April. Okay. Now next, we have the allowance table for you to maintain. If you have any new allowance, you can maintain it through this button, to this screen here. And of course, you have to check on it whether it is subject to EPF, tax, and SOCSO, and the rest of the statutory which you need to contribute for this allowance. Okay? So we have the allowance table. We also have the deduction table. Next, we also have the EPF table settings. It is flexible. You can add on. Then we have the BIK items, right, which is the tax relief items. So you can have page 1, and then you have page 2. This is being automatically updated by the developer when there are any changes in the tax relief by the government, by LHDN. Right? So this is the levy setting, right? And we also have the overtime. Right now we have 3 standard code here. We have the daily, hourly, and the monthly, and this follows labor law. Okay, it's all been set up over here. By default, the system has been set up according to the labor law. Okay. Next, in these tools, we still have the user setting. We have the access group, right? Right now, we have 2 groups, which is the employee user as well as the payroll user. So you can add on if you have other users. Then we have the approval settings, who can approve the claim, which department can approve the leave. Let's have a look. So here, okay, you can search for the department that's going to approve for the claim. Then we have the user authorization. Now all the users who can log into the system to perform all the users that is supposed to use this system, you have to register here through the email. Then you also can invite users. This invite users is only when you want to invite your accountants to come in to check the payroll system, or whoever of higher authority, and you want to give them an access right, like your bosses, you can use this user authorization, this invite users authorization. Then next we have the options. Under the options, I will just go through the notification settings. Now here you can set your birthday notifications, your work permit expiry, then your EPF, SOCSO, all this. If you want to have a reminder, you can set it through here, right? So then we have the Excel import. Now this is all the templates. So you can download the templates and you follow accordingly to the templates, all right, to fill in all the information, and later you can import into the Autocount system. You can upload back. Okay. Now for period setup, every year you need to set up a new payroll, all right, new payroll year, because the payroll ends at December for every year. So every year you need to add on a new payroll period. And you need to do every year also, you need to do a year-end process. So in order to print out the EA form. So all this is provided in the system. Next, we also have the Visit Center. Now, the Visit Center will help you to do the first time setup. They have questions and then you just follow through. They also have the leave setup. So you can go in one by one to set up, right? So they have provided all these visits. Right, so I will return back, close this button. Okay. The next one I'm going to show you, after all these settings, initial settings, we will go into the payroll. That is the employee settings. Now, in this employee maintenance, you will find that you can add, it's unlimited, right? So let me just edit one for you to see what are the fields inside. So look at it, you can see that we have the employee code here, description, whether it's a foreigner, is active, has e-leave or e-claim. Now for if you want this employee to do their leave and claim through their apps, then you need to tick here, all right? So all our e-leave and e-claim is through the handphone apps. Then over here, we also have all the tabs for the various information to be filled up. And under the spouse, of course, you need to fill up the spouse, employment details. Now you can notice that in the resign date column, if the person were to resign and you want to print an instant EA form for that particular person, you need to click this to generate the instant EA. Otherwise, EA form is only provided at the end of the year when you do your year-end process, right? So this is so much, and you can also see, right? Okay, backwards. Now you can see that there is a batch edit. When you click this on, you will find that you can select which employees and you can update your gender. Let's say for gender, you can just select a few of this and you can update the selected employees. I think this has been updated, right? Let's choose something else. More, you can see that we have department, race, country, employee type. There are many information that you can put in. Okay, and let's say you want to update your education. Okay, and you notice that this, just key in, just key in like that. All right, let's say degree in accounting. All right, so makes your entry much more easier. So, and then you just save. All right, so it makes your entry so much easier by having this batch update. Now from here you can see that you also can update your EPF, right? Your EPF table rate, right? And as you move further down, you can click more, and you have the bank. There are many allowance and all this. Okay, now for example, allowance. So you can see that at one go you can straight away push in the parking allowance for each of these people over here, right? So you can put in here, and then you can add in the new allowance for these people. So you can just select it through the screen here, right? And then you just put in the amount. So it is so much easier which employees you need to update the allowance. Okay. Next, we move on to the organizational chart. All right, so they also have an organizational chart to be displayed on the screen. Nothing much, just an organizational chart. So after you have all the information, next stage is to how to do the process payroll. It's very simple. Just go to process payroll. And I've already processed for the month of December. You can just have a view on it. And you can see that if you want to edit it, you can have to commit all. And you can see that this is the detail. You can look at the detail. The detail is over here. So you can continue to anything that's not right you want to change, you can still change it even though you have processed your payroll. And after you have done that, all you do is to just save it up. Any changes, you just recalculate and save it up, right? Then that's it. And you can commit all. Once you commit all, then you can print your report out. All right. So this is a very simple screen for you to do the updating. There are any changes. Then next we look at the report. Right. Before I look at the report, we look at the electronic payment. This is the place where you can download all the government files, the SOCSO, EIX tax files, which you will use it to upload into the various statutory bodies. And also here is the bank. Right now we only have Public Bank and Maybank done up for the payment file, right? And this is the yearly for you to download, and this is the e-portal Prezi, which you also can download. And next we have the CP38 receipt, all right, for you to record for those who are paying PCB direct to LHDN and they have the receipt, then you can record over here. Okay, let's look at the payroll report. Now in the payroll report, we have the management once you process it, and we can have a look at it. So this is the payroll summary report. So you can see that we have all, it's very detailed, right? And you can print it and you can export it out, right? So then what other payroll reports you have? Look at the screen. We have allowance, overtime, bank credit report, cash, yearly individual pay report, yearly summary report, you know, all the yearly report is here. You can see that we have Simon, you know, then we have Emily, then we have Alice Wong Mei Mei. This is a summary report. Then if you want the individual, then you print the individual. We also have the individual, yearly individual report, whereby it comes out with the individual name and the whole year salary report. The figures are being extracted here, right? So so you can see that we have all this. So you can just capture it with your handphone if you want to. And the next thing is we have the payslip. Payslip, we have quite a number for you to select. So let me just go through B4. Let's look at it. Before format will be like this, and this is very detailed, and they have the deduction, and this is the before, right? So you once you purchase it, you can try, because we have A4 also, which is this format, right? Then we have which is the one, let me have a look first. B2 before. This is the B2. I think my old customers which are using the old version, they prefer this format B2 because they do show the leaf over here. All right. So so you have quite a number for you to select over here, and you can print by department, right? So you can print by department, by employees type, or by branch. Next, we have the claim report. These are the claim report, and let us have a look. Okay, this is by Wang Mei Mei, one of the employees. He has done a few claims, all right, and the amount paid out. Okay, so you have this claim report, same to your leave report. They will also have a report on this. Just let me show it to you. Leave report from, okay, let me set the date first to an earlier date. Leave date by employee, okay, go by employee. Okay, don't have also. Leave date. We start from 01, 01, 019. Let's see whether there's any report over here. There is no, oh, leave request system, sorry. Maybe balance of the leave report. Okay, let me have a look. Okay, so you have annual leave, MC, taken, expire credit leave. So this is recorded like this. Okay, and okay, it depends on what kind of report you're printing for your leave. They have leave details, credit report, balance, and request. Just now I was at request, that's why there's no information being shown. Now we look at the employees report. You have these few filters to select, and the reports inside here, you only have details and summary, these two for the employees. Okay, you just want to have a look. So this is the personal information, right? Employee details and all this. Okay, then next we have the human resource. Now human resource, you can print like confirmation letter. Okay, look at it. You can do a snap of what kind of letters that you can print out from the human resource. So we have application, appointment, increment, promotion. These are few of the human resource letter that's available at this moment. So let us print whether we have any confirmation letter. So the sample is like this. Then you can go in and amend, and you can print it out, right? So you can download and print. So also you can have increment letter, all right? And you can have it. It's something like this for the salary increment. Then okay, there's so much on the human resource on the payroll side, right? So government report, I think I no need to go through because these are all very common, except the income tax report, CP39. It will be like this, okay? And then you have the second part of the report here, right? So these are basically a very common report, right? Like borang dua, 8A lampiran, then you have the SOXO listing. So this is so much about the reports. It's all complete. I think this is all so much about the demo on the features for this cloud system. And I thank you for attending this demo session. So if you have any questions, you can ask me now. Thank you. Pause already.
Come the stop button, square button.